We had over 200 alums, former players back. We had dinner for some of them last night. We had them downtown for a little social time last night, so that was huge as well. And then to have for our team win in a gritty, not pretty performance is big for our growth. I think we grew up a lot today as a team, knowing that games are going to be tough. You're going to have to be tougher. And so as they all mature right now, it's a big part of us. Happy that Karras could get out there when the start of the second half, as we were warming up with it, he really felt like out of shape and wobbly, and I think it may be an emergency, but right now I thought it was best to just shut him down. We wanted to play 10 to 15 minutes. He played 11 because Duncan was in foul trouble. And it was just about enough, I think, for him to get ready for the next game. And we might have second-guessed it if we lost it. But as you can see, this is, again, you played this game on 1.5 practices. You are not ready to play. I mean, full practices, up and down, up and down. You can't cheat this game. So there's no designated hitter. There's no huddle up every 30 seconds. You cannot cheat this game, and so we decided not to push it anymore.
Lev, why don't you start us off?
Against Texas, against Maryland, you won by shooting well from long range.
Yeah.
What does it say about the
Yeah, that's big, really big for us. Yeah, we can't. They did a great job. They put Davis and some other guys on. Duncan, it's tough to get him open, but that allows us to do some other things. The challenge for them is we could get to the rim. That son of a gun is just hard to score around, and he intimidates your shots, or he flat out blocks them. So it says a lot that we only made 6, and Zach was the key guy. There's always a matchup with another team that maybe we can exploit. We try to use whoever was guarding Zach. Chris?
Derek said you kept calling his number.
Yeah.
He's getting the looks that you wanted. Right?
Yeah. Well, there was a point in the game where some people on my bench were saying getting him out of there, and I said the dude scored 26 points the other night. I'm not taking him out, right? Every time he misses a shot, I mean the next one's going in. And so we rode him all the way down, and he only made one of them, but he knocked those foul shots in. But that was a big play to get to the point that we were there. So, I think it takes a toll, and it's everybody in our league will see this. When you're playing a game at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and you got to travel back, get back at 2:30 in the morning. It's a big toll, and especially the minutes he's playing.
I think Mohammed said that Cam and DJ were the guys that actually sang.
Yeah, because they only got 2 rebounds total and 4 points total. But if you look at this thing, we out-rebounded Purdue. That may be the only time you'll ever see that stat. So we got it done somehow. Chad Carr, I think, was batting the ball around to us as a little angel somewhere, and we were getting the ball, but we ended up being able to get enough done so they didn't get too many second opportunities.
Over here with Noah.
The rebounding, I guess Coach Painter said that a lot of it was the long rebounds that you guys get to take some of the outside shots. How important is it for the guards to sort of be aware and be aggressive and going?
Yeah, it's really important. And like I said, we couldn't get close to the basket too much with their size. Even Haas intimidated a couple shots. And so our guards have to go in and get the ball. And we all know Derek does a great job of that.
Over to your right with Brendan.
With Karras, yesterday was not ready to go.
I said he'll be ready when he's ready.
He said
he wasn't ready yet. He wasn't yet ready until after practice yesterday, and then he said, "I'm going to try out tomorrow, and if I'm ready in warm-ups, I'm going to play."
So
it's pretty simple. He's going to be ready when he says he's ready.
So how did he look in practice yesterday? Like that gave you confidence? You said you needed to be 100%.
He got gassed after we got up and down, up and down, up and down. He was pretty gassed. If it was a half court, if it was me, you, and him playing in 3-on-3 at the Y, he'd be really good right now, half court. But he is not when it's going up and down. Now with the speed, I think he plays so fast that's very difficult for him. So, like I said, I have the press conference before practice, and going into that, he was not ready. After practice, he said, "Coach, I want to try out. I want to just try it out." We ate breakfast. He came over. He worked out again. He got some shots up in Chrysler. I double-checked. Go to warm-ups, and if you really official warm-ups, not pre-warm-up, official warm-ups, you come back in. I said, "Are you in or not? I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna do what we do." He said, "I want in," and that's how. But that was a double check.
And I get just with Zach, with take and make big shots that you've kind of been
Yeah.
looking for in games like this. What did he show you?
Yeah, I mean, we want him to do, he's really worked very hard to get, after the injury this summer, to really get a rhythm back and want to take big shots. I think but you just look at the contrast of him and Derek, in the Minnesota game, in this game, they just flipped roles. And that was huge for him to just go in and make those big ones, especially the threes. I mean, that's good. So he is, we were all very concerned, or you were all very concerned. When he was like 4 for 20 to start, and I know that. There's a rhythm to it, and as you watch basketball, people will shoot it well, and then they won't. And you just keep pressing on.
Right now, start with Tony.
You guys obviously have a tough schedule down the stretch for the regular season. How big is the second stage for Big Ten play?
In the league.